y'all, man? Welcome back to a new video. Now, I know I haven't posted on this channel in like 75 days, around about since November. But in this video, I'm going to be giving you an update to what's been going on with me as far as, what's been going on in my life lately. Some new changes that I've made, because I've made a lot of changes, even though I haven't really been showcasing much on this channel. As far as vlogs go, I'm going to be getting back into vlogging again. I wasn't sure what type of video to give you guys because I wanted to do like a face cam. Also, I wanted to do like a commentary, and also I wanted to maybe have some gameplay in the background. I wasn't really sure because you'll see why there's 2K gameplay in the background in a minute when I address some of these changes that I made in my life. But the first one I'm gonna start off with, because I'm looking at my iPad and I got my notes. Hold on, it's not opening. Okay, so the first change that I made is when it comes to my diet. Now, I've been eating a lot more fruits and a lot more vegetables lately. I've completely cut fast food out of my life. Like, it was literally causing me to be tired and like fall asleep and need more rest longer than I needed to. Like, it makes your body feel drowsy, and sometimes I'd feel constipated or bloated. And ever since I've switched to eating more fruits and vegetables, as you can see in these pictures and these videos here, I've been feeling so much more better. I've been feeling like more of myself, and I have a lot more energy than I used to. So I feel like I can definitely get back into playing basketball again. And not even just because of the fruits and vegetables, but lately I've been eating a lot of protein too, like tuna. I would say, in this picture you can see I had some steak. Trying to think of what else as far as protein goes, because it's not only just rice, it's a bunch of different foods. Rice, steak, some chicken, because I made this salad where I put tomatoes in it and I put some chicken. I cut some chicken up and put it in there. I'm trying to think of what else I did. Some ranch dressing. Also, I put some cranberries in it too, which I've really been loving cranberries lately because they've been helping out with my bladder. I've been eating a lot of grapes, green grapes, the darker red grapes, because I would say they're like burgundy color. Also some blueberries. Trying to think of what else. Blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, dragon fruits. Those are really my favorite. I had papayas because they help kill parasites in your stomach and they help with relieving bloating. And also some of these fruits that I've mentioned provide natural fibers and they're not just a temporary solution. And they've helped me clean my gut out because the gut is the second brain. So because I've been cleansing my body a lot lately, it's been giving me room to have more energy for things now. And now I feel like I feel like I move faster. I even think on my feet faster. I adapt to things quicker mentally. Like, let's say, I'm playing a game maybe or something like that. And I'm like, okay, all I need to do is this. And I might not understand it at first, but I adapt to whatever I'm doing very quickly. And it's not even just for the game. It's just a lot of things in my life too. Like, I'm in a tough spot right now when it comes to like rent and financial like needs, but I'm not letting that dominate or overpower my mind, because it's really just a number at the end of the day. And I know that God will bless me with the funds and the things that I need to be able to take care of, all my bills, because it's not really too big, but I'm gonna get some help with that, and I know that God will bless me with that, and he'll help me to take care of more of these things in my life. So I'm not really like too worried about it. I definitely been feeling a lot more calmer, with my diet change, and also a change of mindset too, and also changing things spiritually as well. I've been feeling a lot more calm lately. I've been feeling a lot more relaxed. Like, even though there are bills and stuff that I need to take care of, I'm doing everything that I can to take care of it. So I'm not being down on myself and saying like, oh, I need to do more. Sometimes in life, it's not about us always needing to output more. Sometimes we do enough as we can. sometimes we do as much as we can, and we do more sometimes. And sometimes we put more weight on ourselves than we need to, instead of just giving it to God and allowing God to take care of the things that we need, because He knows what we need. Like, even sometimes when I just be thinking about stuff, I may not even ask God directly for help with something. Like, I was even grabbing food the day before yesterday, and I was just thinking about, I was like, man, I need a ride, because when you go get groceries, and they give you the paper bags and they rip easily, but they stuff the bags with groceries, right? Which I'm not complaining. I got some food. I've been eating a lot better. I've been improving my health a lot lately. And I was thinking, as the bags were on the ground, because I had to put them down, I was just thinking, I was like, man, I need a ride. And in that same thought, a second later, somebody was like, hey, do you need a ride? And they're like, where are you going? I'm like, I'm going around the corner. And I could tell that God used that person to help me. Even one time when I was at work, I didn't have any money at the time to get food, because I had put all my money toward bills. And at this time, my food stamps I got taken, I think, at the time, if I'm not incorrect. Yeah, they took it from me for whatever reason. I think they thought I was because I changed my address and stuff like that. And I sent them my paperwork of how much, like, my phone bill costs and everything like that, and my rent. Like, letting them know that my expenses went up. So at first they took it from me, but then when they processed all the paperwork, then they gave it back to me like a couple weeks later. So I was very thankful for that. But at this time, when I was at my job, I was just thinking in my mind, I was in the break room, and I was just like, man, I need something to eat. I haven't eaten today, like, in a while. I went in the break room, and one of my coworkers, her name was Naomi. And mind you, at the time, she had went to McDonald's, and I guess she had like a McChicken or something. And she was like, oh, do you want it? And it was crazy, because I had literally was just thinking about it like a couple minutes prior to before she even asked me that. And I was like, yeah, I'll take it. I was like, thank you. I appreciate it a lot. Like, even though I didn't want to really eat McDonald's, but at that time and at that moment, I really didn't have a choice. But I still was thankful that God gave me something, at that moment. It's like, anytime I think about something, I have so much faith to the point, and my faith activates God's power so much to the point where I could just think about something and it happens like a snap. It happens in a heartbeat. Like, that alone is just like one of the reasons why I haven't been worried as much, is because I have so much more faith now. And I'm in a season where God has been pruning me, right? He's teaching me things that I didn't learn from my experience, that they didn't teach me, because, God is my father now. Him and his son, Jesus, They're teaching me things that I didn't learn, or I didn't understand, or I didn't know. Helping me change my mindset in certain areas where, maybe it could be surface level. Like, let's say, I could be applying for a job, right? And sometimes we look at these jobs and we may think that we might not have the qualifications for them. But this is what God told me. He told me that I am your qualifications. I am your credentials. It doesn't matter if they think that you're not qualified for the job. What if I say you're qualified? If I say you're qualified, then you're qualified. Then you're going to work there for the time being that I want you to be there. So it doesn't matter what man says. It matters what I say. And that's what he told me. And I was like, wow, I never thought about it like that. Sometimes which this tendency is starting to go down a lot as I'm growing and I'm learning and I'm progressing in this journey. I have a tendency to look at things a little bit surface level, because I'm like, if God is omnipresent, right? He can be there at any time. Anytime he wants to, for any of his children, for all of us, right? Why wouldn't I think that he couldn't be there for my dreams and whatever I want to achieve in this life? God wants me to ask for more. And he wants, like, he appreciates me being humble, but this was another thing that he told me. He wants me to explore his creation. You know, he wants me to think big and to dream big and think about going on vacation, stuff like that. Like, I have a place that I want to visit, right? I've always wanted to go to Japan. I've never been to Japan ever. I've always wanted to go to Tokyo, Japan. Even though I might not have the funds to get there, God can still make a way for me to go. You know? Just because we don't have things in our face in the moment doesn't mean we shouldn't walk in faith. We walk by faith. We walk in faith, not by sight. And we don't walk on the surface level neither. It's another thing I want to address and talk about. That's a revelation I got from what he was telling me and what he's been showing me lately, because he's been doing a lot of miracles in my life. Like, even just recently, I didn't even have the money to pay for my rent, but he still gave me like $670 because I was looking at the resident center app that I used to pay for my rent, and I seen $669 go through. And I was like, where did this money come from? And I was like, huh? I didn't pay this much money. I haven't had this much money lately. And it came from him. Even though I didn't know where it came from, I still was praising him and I still was thanking him, because he doesn't have to do these things for me, but he still does. He doesn't have to be this great father to me and great friend to me and actually care for me and be there for me in these times. And the reason why he does these things and why he stops and looks for me and takes notice of me is because my faith activates his power. And why I say that is because of this passage that I'm going to put up on the screen from Mark. I don't remember the chapter in the certain verse, but I remember I went to church and Pastor Jesus was talking about this. And God actually spoke that verse in that chapter through him. And it actually applied to my life in a crazy way. Like, it was like I was getting answers from him, from questions that I had in my mind, and God was answering my prayers too. And then also at church, the sermon, you know, what they were talking about completely matched what I was going through and things that I would think about or questions I would have. And I just thought it was a very beautiful thing. And I just wanted to share that with you. You know, if any of you might be going through a season where, you know, you might be struggling, or, you know, you might be wondering like, how am I going to do this? Don't say that, you know, you can't do it, or because you don't see it. You know, for me, the question I would ask, I'd be like, okay, what does God have in store for me next? Okay, what does God want me to do next? What are the next steps that he wants me to take? You know, those are the questions that I ask, because I feel like those questions, like when you ask them like that, more things are bound to happen, because you're not saying, oh, God can't do this, God can't do that, you know? When you're looking at it as to, I know he's going to do something for me next, as in expectation of that, then more things will happen. The next change I want to talk about is, since I covered my diet changes and my mindset and also spiritual changes in one take, pretty much. I wanted to talk about playing basketball again and also working out, because I'm definitely looking to get back into that since the weather is starting to get nice again. And also I'm going to be getting a gym membership very soon, because I'll have some income coming in, so I won't have to worry about that. I still could dribble the ball, still could handle the ball. I feel like I dribble a lot faster than I did before a couple months ago. Mostly because I'm in a better space mentally, physically, and spiritually than how I was beforehand when I was playing basketball when I was at the shelter. So I feel like that's a huge part of why I feel like I can actually genuinely work out again. You know, mostly because I'm eating better. You know, my life is in a lot better spot. You know, I feel like I'm in a lot better spot, and I'm in a lot better spirits than I was before. I'm a lot more happier. I'm a lot more at peace than I was, you know? I'm not really worried too much about things, because I know that things are going to get taken care of. So with that being said, I'm definitely going to get back in the gym again. I know Lucas told me You know, if I need a cameraman, he's definitely available. So if anything, I'll definitely take him up on that offer. Because he knows me, I normally just carry my tripod around anywhere I go. So you know what? I'm just letting y'all know, man, we finna be back in the lab. Actually getting in the gym. Doing isometrics. Working on my arms, my legs, my chest. Because my upper body is probably the weakest part of my body. My legs are very strong, but everybody else's legs are pretty strong too. I feel like my legs are abnormally strong, but you know, with the food that I'm eating, it'll be very easy to bulk up and build. But I'm not gonna do too much strength training because I wanna focus on de-accelerating and accelerating, and that's very important, especially when it comes to basketball and lateral quickness and being able to move your feet. So I'm going to be working on defense and offense because I had the defensive stance before. You know, it's just that when you don't play or do something for a long time, your body kind of forgets and your brain kind of forgets. But once I get back into it, I'll adapt because I'm very good at adapting and I'm a very quick study. I feel like my mind has changed a lot to where I'm very analytical. And analytical in the sense of being able to read things that are happening in real time. Because before, my brain wasn't like that. I would just do things and it would take me a while to learn from it. But now, like let's say like even in this gameplay right here, you can see like I even picked up on what this dude was doing. Like he was literally just rim running the whole game because he had strong handles on goal. You know, I picked up on that very quick. Like that he was literally just cheesing, like trying to cheese me so he could win the game. But I'm not gonna spoil it, you'll just see it as I'm talking. But you know, things like that. I'm gonna take some of the things that I've been learning and just apply it to real life. Like even like sometimes when I play 2K, I space the floor. You know, I'm gonna do that in real life too. Watch actual basketball footage like how I used to. Like really just get into, you know, that analytical part of the game. And not even just for basketball, but just for everything else in my life. I feel like I've been very strategic and very analytical more than I used to be. It's just I'm always thinking like, what else can I do to improve in this area? Okay, what can help me with this? What can help me with that? You know, just asking yourself those key questions and actually learning from what you're doing in real time. You know, those things are very special to me. And they've helped me grow a lot in this season. And this is something I'm going to continue to do for the rest of my life with anything and everything. I'm going to put my whole heart and soul into everything that I do more than ever. It feels like, you know, how when you upgrade a character, you know, but when you upgrade in real life, it's kind of like you're unlocking a different part of you and a different side of you that you've never seen or that you weren't used to seeing. Another change I made is this is the change that goes across all my YouTube channels because this was something that I didn't realize that I could have did before. Like if I had stuff going on and I couldn't necessarily make a video, I could have just posted to my community tab. It's like literally right here on the screen as you can see. And I didn't even realize this, that I could have been communicating with my subscribers the whole time like that and just asking for their input, things that they want to see from me. You know, stuff like that. I didn't even realize it was that simple, that it was like really right in my face. Like, I was like, wow. So I could have been just talking to them for like a while. Like, you know, if I didn't post because of something that was going on, I could have just like, maybe not went too much into detail, but just gave everyone a heads up if they don't see a video from me in a while. You know, so I've been working on communicating a lot more and building a community. Because I have my Discord server, which will be in the description. I don't use too often because I need to get more people in there. And I'm trying to think of what else I can add to it. This is how it looks so far. I added the snacks and meals channel so, you know, people could post whatever they're eating. I'm even going to add like a workout channel too. Like if people have isometrics or leg workouts or arm workouts or arm exercises. Maybe something for the shoulders, shoulder blades, maybe something for your feet, you know, balancing your feet. Because sometimes people are flat-footed, so I mean, whatever exercises help with that. You know, any advice or anything that you guys want to share, you could share it in that Discord. And that's what it's going to be for, you know, community for all my supporters and my subs to go in there and just chill out. You know, we might play some games, we might talk about some food or some TV shows, you know, stuff like that. But that's what it's made for. I even have some bots that do like slot machines and like the fishing game. I forgot what it's called. Even a music bot in there. I'm trying to see how I can um integrate Apple Music into my server, which I don't know if that's possible. Well, no, it's not. I have to do like a weird workaround because the rhythm bot is kind of like not really good anymore. Because there were some music bots for Discord that were really good in the past, but they're just not the same anymore, or they require you to pay for them now. And also, I want to boost that server when I get some money, so I can be able to, you know, have a server banner. Because I have a server banner that, you know, that I want to use. Like, I'll put the images in here right now, but I can't use it yet until I boost that server. So, but yeah, I'm just working on building a community and actually getting my videos out there more, sharing my content. I'm not afraid to do that. Something I've never been afraid to do. I just need to post more. That's like my only problem now. I don't have to post 5 times a week. Like, as long as I post like once or twice a week, or even 3 times a week, or even twice a week could work, because, you know, sometimes you come from the gym and your whole body's sore and exhausted, and sometimes you just want to go to sleep after that. But I'll make something work. Even when I get home from the gym, I could just edit, because my editing has got a lot better. Oh, that's another point I want to address. My editing has got a lot better. I actually can do cut comms now and face cams, all that stuff, all that good stuff. You'll definitely see that over there on my gaming channel. Cut comms, I've been getting better with transitions, and like I could take some of these gameplays, right? Like this gameplay, for instance, probably like would have been like 30 minutes, but I could literally take it and just cut it down. And the only reason I'm leaving it in like raw pause is because these points that I have and the things that I'm talking about are kind of long. It's the only reason I haven't really made too many cuts in this. But yeah, those are the things that I want to address and let you guys know, give you guys an update, share some things, and, you know, show you a little bit of my vision and what's to come for this channel. But yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that gives you a great understanding of why I've been gone, because there has been a lot of stuff going on in the background. Some of those things that I've listed and the changes that I've made. But yeah, man, if you like this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends. If you leave a like on this video, it helps me get recommended to maybe thousands of people worldwide. You never know. Could be people in different countries. God may even use this video to touch the hearts of different people, because some people could be going through the same thing. And the revelations, the answers to the prayers and questions that I have, maybe could help them. Or even some of you on my channel that are watching this right now. So if any of the things that I learned helped you, leave a comment down below. Let's start a dialogue and let's start a conversation. But yeah, man, I thank you all for tuning in, taking the time to watch this video, because you didn't have to, but you clicked on it. And I appreciate that a lot. I love y'all, man. I hope you have a blessed day. I'm out, man. Peace.